Almani High School. I'm Jasmine R.
And I'm Juan S. The top story today at Almani High School is graduation. We go to Yesenia and Corinthians for the scoop.
I am here reporting live from El Monte High School's football field, where workers are now preparing for this year's Class of 2010's graduation ceremony. These are just some of the colleges seniors can attend, but what does it take to get there?
Okay. What are the requirements to graduate?
The requirements to graduate from El Monte High School include 220 credits. In addition to that, students have to pass the CASE.
What are some required assignments students must do in order to graduate?
Well, at our school, like all the senior teachers have to go through the textbook. You know, we cover all the periods of literature, of British literature. So we go all the way back from Beowulf up to the postmodern period. But part of it is also a certain amount of essays. And of course, like we used to have the research paper. Well, we still do, but that's important. And we still have the book report requirement to some degree, and that's another aspect of graduating. But of course, senior English is just, you get, like any other class, you need to get your 60% or whatever the bottom level is to pass.
Many seniors graduate.
I think many seniors don't graduate in their senior year due to lack of credits, and as well, since it's their senior year, they probably feel like doing this work.
Why do seniors lose interest in school?
We know it's our last year, and we kind of lose interest because we just want to get out already.
Reporting live, this is Yesenia Flores.
Rumor says that the Fun Renaissance Assemblies held at Almani High School will no longer happen in the years to come. We go to Robert and Juan for more on this story.
I'm Juan Santamaria reporting live from Almani High School, interviewing Mr. Richardson and Mr. Vu about the cancellation of Renaissance. So, are the rumors true that Renaissance will be canceled?
No. I have no idea where these rumors appeared from. It appears as if they came from out of the blue. We will have a Renaissance. We will be combining it with the Spring Spectacular Festival. So instead of having a 60-minute Renaissance, it will become an 80-minute Renaissance with music and dancing provided by the band and the choir. In regards to next year canceling, Renaissance takes on different names. It doesn't necessarily have to be called Renaissance. For instance, we brought the blue and white rally for the first time here.
And where is this going to take place?
And at the football field, at the stadium. How we had the blue and white rally this year.
Yeah.
So we'll have the Renaissance rally, but we really need student support. We'd like to have more class competitions to make it more exciting and student-centered.
You think it would be a better idea keeping Renaissance as it is or making it as the blue-white rally?
Everything evolves, it morphs. And Renaissance, in order for it to stay alive and to continue to grow and attract, I think it needs to change too. It needs to morph itself.
Sir Joe Wu.
How's it going?
We're going to interview you about Renaissance.
Okay, fire away.
Kind of changes.
What kind of changes? Well, I think that, having it like an assembly where all the student body is present into one assembly, I think, it will be a little bit more electrifying where, every student is involved.
There you have it. Renaissance will not be canceled. It will be upgraded. I am Juan Santamaria, reporting live from Almani High School. Have you ever thought about bettering the plants and said you would do something about it, but never did? We go to Tereso and he talks to us about the greenhouse at Almani High School.
Almani High School is doing its part to save the planet. We recently talked to teachers Garko and Miyamoto about the exciting new greenhouse grant awarded to the science department. Why did you decide to build the greenhouse?
We were approached to apply for a grant, and it's the Hewlett-Packard grant, and we decided that as the focus of the grant, we were going to build a greenhouse. And what that does is includes all the science classes in that greenhouse. To build it, to plant plants in it. There's still going to be some solar panels for it that physics is going to do. So all the different science classes are going to be using that greenhouse.
types of plants are in the greenhouse?
Right now, I know mine are growing, we're trying vegetables, we're growing tomatoes and cucumbers, and then another class of mine is growing herbs, they're growing cilantro and basil, and then Miss Garco's are, I believe her classes right now are growing flowers, wildflowers, native California flowers versus, just any other kind of flower. I'm not sure, I know Miss Gutierrez has plants in there, I'm not sure what she's growing. I think she's growing beans.
Oh, how does the greenhouse work?
Well, what happens is the sunlight comes in, and we use solar,
Panels?
Yeah, the solar panels are going to come in. It heats up the sunlight in there and creates heat for the plants, but also the sunlight, so it keeps it nice and warm and moist and keeps everything in there for the plants to have ideal growing conditions. So it keeps it's like a perfect way for them to grow all throughout the year. Especially in winter, it's really cold. So the sunlight comes in, it keeps it nice and warm, creates heat for the plants, and they still grow quite nicely. It's going to be fun. So we get to use it all year round. It's not just for spring.
What is the benefit for having a greenhouse at the school?
Well, besides using it for school purposes and growing plants and all these different things that we can do for science, when you're done with them, you get to take them home. So whether that's flowers or vegetables or anything you grew it. It's yours.
Almani High School is full of talented students, one being Sandra Gutierrez. Let's go to Jasmine and Maria to learn of her Andrew Bynum's talent.
We're here with Sandra Gutierrez from the Almani basketball varsity team, made first place in the block.
At first I didn't think anything about it, and then now looking back, I think it's pretty cool that I got to accomplish that and become first in the nation with block.
Who inspired you to play and why?
My friend Jennifer, she just kind of told me, let's play in high school and stuff, because I told her if she tried out for volleyball, I would try out for basketball, so that's how it kind of started.
Are all the games the same for you, or was there one?
I wanted to win, but the games versus Rosemead, I really wanted to win because that was our competition and stuff, and we were we playing them for first place.
Are you planning to continue to play basketball in the future? What are your perspectives on college for basketball?
I am trying, right now I'm practicing with Mount Sac, their basketball team. So I'm playing with them right now, and I plan to be on their team and just play. I think college is a more competitive level, and the competition is more competitive. So I'm excited for that.
That's cool. Now with us, Coach T from the girls basketball varsity team. Describe Sandra as a player and a person.
Sandra is very competitive, hardworking. She was really a leader of our team. It just was the base for what we've accomplished.
Where Sandra's blocking in high school?
There were a lot of games that were impressive. Actually, I would even say the last game, because in the last game against Irvine, she was competing against an athlete who had gotten a Division I scholarship and was going to be playing in college next year. And Sandra did a great job on her, made it real tough on that girl all night, and just showed her potential to play.
In the first season game, did you ever thought that Sandra was going to be an important player to the team, and why?
Yeah, from her freshman year, I knew that she was going to be one of the major building blocks that we were going to use to try to be league champions. And so from her sophomore year, she was named the captain, and she was the captain all 3 years. And every year, she was really the focus, not only of our team, but the teams that played us. Always looked at how are we going to stop Sandra, how are we going to be able to score with her in the middle, and everyone knew about Sandra.
By this being Sandra's last year, would it be a challenge for the team next year?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge because new girls have to be leaders. Girls who haven't had to be captains before, who were able to not have the pressure on them and just be able to play, are now going to have all the pressure on them. And so it's exciting too, though, to have a new crop, to see how some people improve, because now with the pressure on them, they actually stand out more. And I do know there's going to be some girls that it's going to hurt because they won't be able to handle the pressure, but it's exciting.
This is Maria reporting live from Almani High School.
Many people don't know what a cappella is about. Here's Trang and Annie to tell you what a cappella has to offer.
everyone, this is Trang Vu here reporting live at Del Monte High School, and I am here today to interview Mr. Whistler, also known as the choir teacher. Follow me.
Well, a cappella choir is the top vocal singing group for our school here at El Monte High School, and it is a select group that you must audition for, and have lots of good singers to try out, and I select the best for each section: bass, tenor, alto, and soprano. And we are the group that travels the most, does most of the performances around in the community representing our school, and go to competitions and things such as that. I originally was not planning on becoming a music teacher at all. While I was in college, I decided to become a music major because I really enjoyed music, and joined the choir there in college, and just decided that would be my degree because that's what I enjoyed the most, what I wanted to study. I started my career in 1990 at the end of getting my teaching credential from Whittier College, and I started teaching junior high choir in the city of Bell Gardens. So I did that for a year. I taught some elementary music and some more junior high choir in La Habra. I did that for 3 years, and I taught a year at Santa Fe High School in Santa Fe Springs for a year, and then the past 15 years I've been here at El Monte High School, so I am now in the end of my 20th year teaching music.
Hi, I'm Annie Rodriguez. Here with Connie, Teddy, Cairo, and Derek backstage while they're getting ready. Anyways, how do you feel about tonight?
Pretty excited and nervous.
Really? How do you feel the group feels?
I feel awesome.
Really? Why?
Yes. I don't know. Everyone feel awesome.
How did you feel about it? Louder.
I feel good.
My experience at Acapella is a really good experience. I had a lot of fun. We went to a lot of places that I really liked. Acapella has changed me in lots of ways, actually. Being a part of like a group, the experience, and like being dedicated to like to people, and like I don't know, it just teaches like responsibility and stuff. It's not
As some of you may know, El Monte High School's cheer squad went all the way to Las Vegas and returned with the national championship. We go to Maria for a recap on last year's success and next year's plan.
Good job.
Hello, my name is Maria Hernandez. I am here at El Monte High School. I am going to interview a couple of people so they can let us know a little bit more about the cheer squad. I am going to interview a student, Vanessa Rosas, and I'm also going to interview the principal, Mr. Richardson. And there's going to be a student of El Monte High School interviewing the El Monte High School cheer squad coach, Gabriel.
I look up to the most on the cheer squad and why? I look up to, I would have to say, Josephine Hong. Used to be a flyer, but then she started not doing anything. And she like never gave up. Like she always kept trying. She would stretch every day at home, and just she never like took no for an answer. And she ended up being one of the pretty good players.
What are some strengths the squad has?
Well, we have each other's back, and we like work. When it comes down to it, we work like really good as a team.
How do you feel about making happen for 2010-2011 squad?
I'm really happy and excited for like our new team, and like I kind of wanted it really bad, and like when I got it, it was fun.
What do you plan to work on the most?
On our tumbling skills. they need to be more advanced.
What was your reaction when winning nationals?
It was shocking because we worked so hard, and when we won, I kind of already knew it because we went there confident, and we had so much drama before. It was just like bound to happen that we had to win because we didn't go all that way together.
What do you look forward to next year?
I'm looking forward to our new teams because we have like a new spirit team like for the whole school, and I want us to be more combined and to get along and not like talk about each other and just have a good year all around.
What tips do you give to next year's squad?
I want them to be more as a team and to have less drama and to push each other as well as themselves more so we can like go to nationals again and get first place.
Okay, well, good luck, Vanessa. EMHS administrator, how do you feel about the cheer team?
Oh, the cheer team is outstanding. It's a phenomenal team. I'm quite impressed with it. It gives the school great pride, and I'm proud to be part of the organization.
What was your reaction when you heard EMHS cheer won the national championship in Las Vegas?
As you guys would say, I was stoked. I was excited. I wanted to do a somersault myself. Unfortunately, at 50, you can't do that.
Do you think next year's squad will be as successful?
It has to be. You have to build on what you have and accept nothing but the best.
What response do you get from others about them?
Overall, they're just amazed at the amount of talent that comes out of El Monte High. And
The 2009-2010 cheer squad.
That squad was a lot bigger than I'm usually used to. I'm usually used to just coaching 20 or less, and that time I had almost 30 in that squad. It was hard because they would talk a lot, but they were very good and they did a really good job.
Has Almani High School's cheer team improved over the years?
Yes, I've been here 3 years, and when I came in, it was a disaster with parents being involved, a lot of problems with parents, administrators, supporting the parents instead of supporting the team. And ever since that, I kept going for the past 3 years, and now we're where we are now.
Feel before performing Las Vegas Nationals?
I felt a little nervous, but I couldn't show it because the girls were already nervous. Girls and guys, they were already nervous, and I couldn't show them that I was nervous, so I just saw them happen.
Yeah. What were the reactions you got when you heard Almani High School won Nationals?
I knew beforehand the girls had already won, so I was already happy, but since I already knew, when that happened, it didn't catch me off guard like the girls did, but I was happy.
What do you, as coach, plan to do to win next year with the 2010-2011 squad?
Improve our routines, more stunts, more tumbling that we need to work on a lot. Work with a lot of the stunting, with more advanced stunting since we're working an upper level.
Okay. What can we expect to see next year?
You're going to see a lot more stunting, a lot of different tosses that you've never seen before, a lot of spinning in the air, and hopefully a lot more tumbling.
Do you think Almani High School's 2010-2011 cheer squad will win the championship for the second time?
I'm hoping so. I'm pretty sure we have a lot more talented flyers this year and a lot more talented bases that aren't afraid to do things. I think this year we're going to have a pretty good chance again.
And here are a few clips of Almani High School cheer squad just to show you a little bit of their talent.
Were you surprised this year about the total administration switch? So were several teachers. Academy News reporters Nicole and Arlene get the facts straight from Superintendent Salerno's mouth.
Hello, my name is Arlene Reyes, and today I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Salerno about the administration change.
Actually, there were three main reasons behind the change of administration at the various schools. First, we wanted to put the strongest possible teams together at each of the school sites. We feel that's important for the students, the staff, and the community. The second piece is there were certain needs at specific schools, and those are varying needs. I think the third thing, which is equally important, we wanted to build for the future. So those are the three main reasons.
Me again, Arlene Reyes. Today I'm interviewing Juan Carlos Avila about the administration change. How do you feel about our new administration?
I feel very pleased. They've so far they've done a good job. No senior quest, so that's a plus for the seniors.
Hi, my name is Arlene Reyes, and today I'm interviewing Mr. Richardson, Almani High School's principal.
Okay, how do you feel about interacting with your new faculty?
I'm enjoying the staff here. They're very pleasant and pleasing, and they truly want to support and assist the student and the new administrative team.
Hi, my name is Arlene Reyes, and today I'm going to be interviewing Jasmine Ramirez. Hi. How do you feel about the change? Felt kind of sad because I was really close to administration from last year, but then I felt like excited in having new administration for this year.
There's always that one student in school who slacks off and never does work, but then somehow they start getting better. Otilio Gonzalez is one of those students at Emani High School, and today's crew decides to recognize him. This is how.
This is Ana Moran. I am here today interviewing Ms. Gonzalez. This is regarding the remodeling of Otilio Gonzalez's room, a junior here at El Monte High School. The first question is, how was the student chosen?
Well, Mally, our auditorium technician, came and asked all the counselors if we had someone in mind that we felt deserved to have a room remodeled.
Like, do you have any other options besides Otilio? Like, which other students?
At the time that Mally asked me, really I had no other student in mind except for Otilio. I'm assuming that there's lots of students out there that we could choose, but for some reason his name just came up as soon as she asked me.
I was also able to talk to a few of the stage crew members. Okay, so why did you choose to volunteer?
Because I think there's a good way to help others, you know, stage crew, all the way.
How do you feel about helping out in the program?
It feels great helping students progress.
One of the most interesting parts of the day was having the chance to talk with Otilio Gonzalez. What did you have to do to get into the project?
They just told me that I think from Ms. Gonzalez, my counselor signed me up for the project.
Yeah. Do you know how your father feels about this?
He's proud of me. Doing a good job at school.
Are you glad you improved all your grades?
Yes.
What was your reaction when you found out?
Surprise. Yes. Surprise.
Since you improved your grades, what do you plan on doing after high school?
I haven't really thought of it yet. I want to go to college. Go to college and probably go to the army or something. Planning to.
How does it make you feel to know that you were picked one out of 2,000 kids for this project?
I feel lucky. I appreciate everything that you get. Thank you.
Reporting live from Otilio Gonzalez's room, reporter Ana Moran signing off.
One of the saddest days in Almani High School's history happened this past year. For some follow-up on this story, we go to Vanessa and Alejandra.
We're here now with Mr. Wu, the Assistant Principal of Activities.
As a professional, Bobby was a goal setter. You know, he'd always set goals and achieve those goals, whether they be far-fetching goals, but he would always try to do the best to his ability. He was a hard worker and, you know, highly intelligent too. And he knew how to bring people together and work for a common goal. That's Bobby. Bobby was all about the community. He was all about family and friendship. So I knew both sides of Bobby. His personality-wise, outside of work, he was actually a clown. It wasn't very serious, man. It was kind of like the opposite of professional Bobby. I know him to be irresponsible at times, but professional Bobby is responsible. But outside of work, he was pretty irresponsible, and he was a clown. That's how I knew him.
Most about Bobby Salcido.
I don't know, just him being here. I talk to him every day. Whether, you know, it was, you know, it was great, you know, that we found out that we're going to be in the same site, Almani High School. I worked with him for a short stint at Mountain View. I had fun every day, and coming to work here at Almani was fun every day. You know, how often do you get to work with your best friend? It doesn't happen very often. So coming to work and seeing him every day and talking to him, it's like hanging out. That's all we did was, we got our work done, but it was like hanging out still, you know. And even though after leaving work, I still talked to him online. That's what I missed the most, was talking to him online. Even though he was married and he was doing stuff at home, and, you know, we still talk to each other like that. So, you know, that's what I miss a lot. I miss him being there, you know, having dinners with him and his wife, me being the third wheel, and I guess it wasn't a problem for his wife. But yeah, that's what I miss. I miss him a lot. I really do. There's not one day I don't think about him.
Who loves racing? Ricky and Jacob report on the racing team at Almani High School.
The sun is the main contributor of energy in our planet. It produces solar energy, which we use in these solar panels to power houses, planes, cars, and even boats. I'm Jacob Hurtado, reporting from Almani High School, where we interviewed Mr. Swanson about his solar boat club.
What inspired you to create or start this club?
Well, the club actually started when the Upper San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District had a grant, and they gave these grants out, about $3,000 to each school, and some school, and I don't know which one, actually backed out. This is my first year teaching, and they asked me if I would like to take that money and build a boat with it. So I did, and I found a few students at the time that were pretty much in my physics class back then. It kind of started as a non-club, more of a class project, and we built the boat with the money that they gave us.
What are some benefits that students get in this club?
Well, the benefits of educational-wise is they get to learn about tools and electronics and building circuits and woodwork, and I guess teamwork and some other things. But you know, other than that, some of the benefits well, they get to fix their own stuff. Sometimes they have problems or something breaks of theirs. They come in and go, "Oh, can I fix this?" And then they have access to all our tools and supplies and glues and epoxies and stuff they normally wouldn't have at their house.
What do you think will interest students in joining Solar Boat Club?
Well, students, like I said before, students are going to be interested in the fact that, you know, they're working with tools, machines, drills, saws, all kinds of power tools, and they're building a gigantic, you know, 16-foot long boat that they can actually drive themselves, and that's kind of exciting. I don't think any student's going to be able to do something that, even after high school, that's not something people do very often.
How fast can the boats go?
The boats travel at 16 miles per hour. That's 16 miles per hour. That doesn't sound like a lot, 16, But because when you're in your car, you're used to going maybe 30 to 60 miles per hour on the freeways and stuff like that. But as you can see from the video, traveling at 16 miles per hour on the water when you're like literally only a foot or two above the water is really fast, because most students or people are not used to traveling on water, and you can see it's much faster in water than it is on land.
What have you accomplished?
Well, last year we actually got 3rd place overall. So all the veteran schools that we raced up against, we actually got 3rd place, which is like, I think out of 30 some schools. So yeah, that's a big accomplishment.
What have you learned during your time here?
I learned a lot of things. I learned how to crimp wires together, how to assemble up the steering, how to wire up an entire electrical system, how to wire up motor controller to a motor, how to fabricate rods to suit my needs, whether it be for the shaft or the rudder or anything like that. How to wire up solar panels, how to check ampage, how to use a multimeter. You learn in this club, you learn a lot of skills that in other clubs I feel you don't learn.
Well, the June gloom has hit us once again. We've been witnessing large cumulus overcast clouds blocking out the sun and causing slight drizzle in the mornings. But will we see any rain? Well, let me tell you folks, you heard it here, where the cloud formation is going to hang for another day or so, but burn off in the afternoons. We won't see any serious rain. However, the heat, it's coming. Oh yeah. The sun's going to burn right through these clouds, and within a couple days, we won't see any relief from it at all. The trick is not going to be how to stay warm, but how to stay cool. So get those bathing suits ready and start heading to the beaches or raging waters to work on those tans. Now back to you, Juan and Jasmine.
So Juan, what are your plans for this summer?
To go to some school?
That's it? No
Yeah,
fun?
that's it.
No fun?
No.
Well, it sucks.
How about yours?
I'm going to UCSB for cheer camp.
That sounds great.
Yeah, hopefully I have fun. Hopefully you do too, like later on in the summer.
Thanks.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Have a great summer, Emani.